Hey guys, welcome back to the Christie Crafts channel. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Thanks for joining me. If you're new here, glad to have you. This week we are going to do a fun project. We're going to work on the July Sweeter With You Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is a subscription kit. Once a month, comes right to your door, and the projects are just to die for. You guys would not regret subscribing for this. Go to my website, christiecrafts.com. There's a link right at the top on Paper Pumpkin. Check out all the details. It is really fun, easy way to keep some crafting coming to your door every month. So let's jump into this project. Okay, first of all, let's take a minute to appreciate this box. How cute is this? This gingham and the strawberries. And you guys, if you have a gift you want to give that would fit in this box, you could just put a card right over the top of here. You could even cut out, slide it right there. Perfect. Ready to go. Well, let's see what's in the box. Okay, first of all, every month comes with a stamp set. This one, let me put the print here. This one says, "Hello friend, life is sweeter with you. You're the best. Lots of love." There's a thank you, and then a strawberry stamp and some flowers. So cute. And it also comes with a garden green Stampin' Spot. So, you know, you can stamp these in black, or you could, you know, if you have a red, do the strawberry, just supplement a little bit. Be really cute. If not, we're just going to use the green for our kit cards. Okay. Every kit comes with instructions. Has exactly what's supposed to be in the kit. Then how to put the kit together. This one, we're doing 2 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. So you guys know my drill. I'm going to do 1 of each, and then I'm going to take the rest of the materials and do something different. So I'll show you those later. So there's how the instructions work. And then also each quarter, every 3 months, Stampin' Up! Offers a supplementary die kit. This one is really cute. It has like a hello die cut and an additional strawberry, some leaves, and a circle die. So you could always add those to your subscription order and then take your kit even further. So now let's see what else is in here. All right, the card bases, we've got 2 of each. We've got this one with the strawberries, this gingham, pink and orange, and then this one's strawberry slush maybe, polka dots, and then this green with some texture. And then the envelopes, how cute are these green gingham envelopes? And then the die cut pieces, we have these. See how those are used, and then we have the dies. Look at these little strawberry baskets. How cute are they? And then these other pieces. And then the strawberries. My strawberries are falling apart. Yeah, that's how easy these come out. While they come in a sheet, they're really easy to punch out. And all these flowers, what are we going to do with those? And then these strawberries. And then each kit comes with the adhesive you'll need. This one has dimensionals, some tearing tape, and some glue dots. So that's what's in the kit. So let's get making. Okay, for our first card, we're going to need the pink polka dotted card base. We're going to need an envelope, of course. We're going to need this translucent backing, the larger strawberry die cut. Need a little blue die cut, 5 flowers. We're going to use the Hello Friend stamp, and I'm going to use the You're the Best. And one of these silhouettes for the Hey Friend. I am loving these new silhouette dies that they're sending that you can just stamp right on and creates. It's just really gorgeous. So let's get started with this one. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our translucent sheet on. And we're going to put the larger strawberry die cut on top of that. Now, what you want to do is make sure that you're taping, wherever you're taping your strawberries to the translucent sheet, that's where you put your tape on it as well, because you don't want, it will show through. So let's tape our strawberries on first. I'm going to grab the tape, and so we need, let's see, let's do, and thankfully this die cut has some really big spaces, so it's not hard. Put one there, and then we'll put a little one on the bottom strawberry. Okay, now let me get my, take your pick tool. I always have trouble getting the tape off. And these little strips, they just end up everywhere on my desk. So, okay, so now we've got our tape on there, so we're going to put that on our translucent sheet. And we want it to kind of hang off a little bit. So that looks pretty good to me. Now, let's turn that over, and then we'll put some tape on our sheet. That hides our adhesive. Okay. Go. Now we're going to put that on our card base. Center it nicely. I'm just going to eyeball it, but there we go. Okay, so now we've got our backing and our sheet put on there. So let's do some stamping. So we're going to stamp Hello Friend right on there. And then we're going to stamp You're the Best right here. And by the way, the first paper pumpkin kit, you'll get a block. You'll get a block in your paper pumpkin kit, and then the next ones they don't send blocks every time, so keep that block. Don't lose it. And if you do lose it, you can get blocks on the Stampin' Up website also. And if you order other kits, they come with blocks. I have a whole collection of these little paper pumpkin squarish blocks. So let's ink this up. Now, the first time you use a stamp, I always like to just stamp off on a scrap sheet of paper just to get it primed up. So that looks pretty good. So now let's ink it up again. I love this green color. It's so bright. It's one of my favorite greens. Okay. And put that right over our die cut. Center it up a little bit. Stamp it down. Okay. And there we go. Hello Friend. Isn't that nice? And then for our You're the Best, let me do my little test. There we go. And you guys, Stampin' Up stamps are really high quality. I've gotten some before from other manufacturers, and they're just nowhere near. These are so nice and thick, and they stamp so nice. Okay, so You're the Best. Center that right on there. Boom. Perfect. Now, let me clean my stamps off. Get my squeegee. You guys have one of these? Just get it wet and then just clean off your stamp. Makes it so easy. Okay. Now, put those aside for next time. Close up the ink. Okay. Now, let's put the rest of our card together. So, we're going to put on the 5 flowers. We're going to put those on with glue dots. Then this goes on with dimensionals. We'll save that for last. So let's put us a little glue dot right on the flower. Okay. And then we'll peel those off. Those end up everywhere too. You guys, crafting is not fun unless it's messy. Unless it's messy. All right, let's put some dimensionals on here. Let's see, can I get one at the top there? Yeah. Right there. All right, let's go ahead and pull those off. Now, let's put her together. So, our Hello Friend is going to go, not there. It's going to go kind of down here over the, kind of off to the side. There we go. And then this little blue, I waited because I'm going to put him right here. And I think he does need a little dimensional right there on the end. And this might be too big. Yep, I'll have to cut it. Put it right there on the end. The flowers are sticking to me. Okay, he's going to be right there. Yep. And so I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the rest of this. You could use glue dots just to keep it in place. Your kit comes with glue dots, so take advantage of them. Whoops. Okay, come off. There you go. Now I got glue. Guys, I'm falling apart today. That goes right there. Hello, friend. You're the best. Isn't that nice? And then our little flowers just stick on. You could kind of just put those wherever you want to. I'll put mine right there. And then we'll stick one. It does say for one right there. That would need a dimensional then, not a glue dot. Let's put a little dimensional on that. I can use that little half I had. Right there. Keep that up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we'll put another one up here. I'll get it underneath the leaf. And then one right here. Now, there's our first card. Isn't that pretty? Okay, for our second card, we're going to need an envelope. We're going to need the strawberry card base. It's, I think pool party maybe? Pool party with the strawberries on there. Then we're going to need the square vellum sheet, the scalloped circle die, a strawberry, 2 flowers, and this little pink strip. And then we're going to use, for this one, we're going to use the thank you stamp and the you're the best again. So, let's get going. So, the first thing, I think we'll do our stamping first this time. So, we're going to stamp thank you on the circle die, and we're going to stamp you're the best on this little pink strip. So, let's get the ink. All right, and let's get our thank you inked up. Let me do my little test. Great. Okay. So, thank you. Get it all inked up real good. Okay, put that right in the center. Yeah, that's a really cool stamp. I could see using that one for lots of things. Okay, and then you're the best. Right on the pink strip. Perfect. Okay. Clean these off. Squeegee. Okay. Now, let's put this together. Got my instructions over here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is arrange our piece that goes on our card. So it goes on top of the vellum. We've got this piece here, just kind of sticking off the top a little. And then the strawberry goes right on the side, like so. And then this is going to go right across like that. Cute. Okay, so we're putting this one on with dimensionals. So here's our top. So we want a dimensional at the top and then 2 down here. So I'm going to unsticky these bottom 2. Leave this one on for a minute. So we're going to place this right kind of like that. So I got it. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then our strawberry, we need, it's going to go right here, so we need a dimensional right there. Okay, and then you could put a little glue dot right there or something just to keep it together. I'm going to use a little glue, and that goes right there. We could even use another dimensional right under there. I think I will. Guys, show you a little trick. If you decide at the last minute, put it on your scissors. Unstick both sides. Put it between your scissors and then lift up and just slide it underneath. There you go. Okay, and then this goes on the top. And I'm just going to use glue. You can use your glue dots, glue, however you want to. Okay, and I go, you're the best. Whoop. And that goes right under the U. Kind of sticks over the strawberry. Just lift it up and make sure it's straight. It does stick over this edge just a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to put this on our card front, just like that. So what we want to do is we want to put our tearing tape right under where so it won't be seen. Find the end. We'll cut a piece. Put it right there. And right there. Come on. Okay, so now we want to kind of, it's not really centered, it's more toward the top, but we want to center it from side to side. So just kind of look at and it may help to fold it. Go ahead and fold your card. Use your bone folder, crease down your edge. Now, this is our front. So that may help you to center it up a little bit. It does me. That way I can see how far I am from the center and from the edge. I'll bring it down just a little. There we go. And then stick it down. Okay, now we're going to put on our flowers. And I have already put the glue dots on the back of there. So we're going to just stick one of those right here. I'll stick it up a little higher. And then see, I think that needs a dimensional. Hold on. Back up, Jack. I think they both do. So right there. Yes. And this one, if I can get it up. Okay. Lost my sticky. Oh, there it is. I was like, that will turn up somewhere unexpected later. All right, so let's put it right there. Now, do I need another one under here? I do. Y'all, you know I'm a firm believer in dimensionals. Well, try again. Goodness gracious. Now, whew. Okay. Isn't that precious? Who wouldn't want to receive that thank you card? Okay, for our third card, we need of course, an envelope. We need a green card base with this texture on it. So pretty. We need a large pink strawberry. Then we need 2 smaller strawberries and 2 medium-sized strawberries. We need these 2 bluish pool party striped cards and 3 flowers. So, and then also for this one, we're going to use the, again, the thank you stamp and the flowers, the little flowers in the kit. So let's do our stamping first on this one. So first of all, we're going to stamp thank you right on this pink strawberry. Okay. sometimes, guys, use your die cuts, and you know, sometimes I don't ever think I could stamp on my die cuts. I never think that, but this is an example, and it works really good. So we're going to get our thank you inked up and stamp right on our pink strawberry. Yeah. Okay, and then for our flowers, we're going to stamp right on our card front. I'm going to go ahead and fold this. You know, you can even stamp on the inside. This would be cute on, you know, a little flower down. I think I will. So stamp this up. Ink your stamp up. I'm going to test it. Just make sure it's all good and primed up. Okay. Ink it up again. And then I'm going to put 2 little stamps right there. Cute. Okay, it just takes a minute for that to dry. Okay, now we'll close that. Now, on the front of our card, we're going to take this, and this is 2 stamps. I've just got them placed together on my block. So ink those up. Give us a couple of right there. Just add to our background. A couple there. Just remember when you're doing repetitive stamping like this to turn your block a little bit. That way it's not exactly the same direction. Change your block a little bit. Okay. And let's do one more down here at the bottom. Let me turn my block and do it right there. Okay. Perfect. Okay, now clean my stamps off. Lay them aside. Now, let's put our card together. So, there's our card front. The first we're going to do is put these 2 cards, and they kind of go, just kind of catty-corner them each other, like that. And don't cover up all your stamps. I like that. Okay, so let's put a little tear and tape on these. Okay. Okay, now let's see. How did I have that? Right there. That looks good. And right there. Now, okay, so our pink strawberry we're going to put on with dimensionals. Let's put that on first. Our big thank you. It goes kind of right in the center. And then these 2, we're going to put a medium and a small together. Let's put a little glue dot right there. And stick these 2 together. Okay, and then they're going to go right here. So I think I'm going to use dimensionals on these as well. Okay, and then it kind of overlaps my pink strawberry just a tiny bit. So I'm going to put just a little bit of glue there. Well, I said it was. Glue stopped up. There we go. Okay. And that goes right. Let's get it a little closer. There. And then our flowers, one goes over top of that. Right there. Okay, and then we've got one flower. Up here. Okay, and then our other set of strawberries is going to go right there. So let's put a little glue dot on our smaller strawberry. Glue it right there. And then we're going to put this on with glue dots as well. Or glue. Okay. That's going to just go right under there. And then one more flower. May need a dimensional for it because it's going to go right. Yep, let's do a little half dimensional. Oop. Okay, and there we have it. There's our third card. Isn't that cute? Okay, for our fourth card, and I saved the best for last because I just love this little strawberry basket. It's so cute. So we need this gingham pink and orange card, and of course an envelope. Set that aside. We need this white scallop longer piece and one of the strawberry baskets. And we need a whole bunch of strawberries. We need 3 of these medium-sized red ones, a pink one, a small one, and 2 flowers. So, and then we're going to stamp with the Life is Sweeter with You stamp. So let's do that first. Let's do our stamping first. So we're going to stamp right on this longer white scalloped die cut with the Life is Sweeter with You stamp. Okay. Let me test her out. Oh, great. Just great. Okay. And if you guys are wondering, I have a little blotter set over here. That's what I've been stamping on. You could just stamp on a piece of paper, anything just to make sure it's, you don't want to ruin your die cut if it doesn't hold the ink right or whatever. It's just, maybe I have a little, okay, anyway. Life is Sweeter with You. We're going to stamp that right on this end. It's kind of center it top to bottom. Bring it in just a little bit because our basket's going to go on this side. So Life is Sweeter with You. Okay. Yay. Okay. Now let me clean that off. Move that aside. Shut our ink so we don't get inked up. Okay. So now this one is going to be a landscape card. So I'm going to go ahead and fold my card. Use my bone folder. Crease down the edge. Okay. So now make sure you're working on your front. There's the front of our card. So this is going to go right in the center. So we'll just go ahead and put that on with some tearing tape. Boom. Okay. Okay, so there's our card. I'm going to put this right in the center. Close as you can get. Okay. You can always pull the ruler out if you need to. Okay. Put that down. Now, the next thing we're going to do is put our, excuse me, we're going to put our strawberries onto our basket. Okay, so we put a little piece of tape right on the thing, on the basket here. Too long. Trim that down a little bit. I can always just put, okay. Now, we're going to tape our strawberries to our basket. And then we're going to put them on our card with dimensionals. So let's do that first. So the first thing is, we have a strawberry that's going to show through the bottom. See these little groups? We wanted to make it actually look like this basket is full of strawberries. So we have one, and we're going to just put him down here so he just barely shows like he's in the bottom of that basket. There we go. Okay. Now, the other strawberries, they're kind of gathered together, like poking out the top. So we've got one like this. Whoops. Runaway strawberry. Well, there we go. Got it. Okay, like this. So I may need another little piece of tape. I covered that up with my first strawberry. Let me add another little piece of tape. Okay. Now, the pink one is kind of in the center, and it kind of sticks up out of the center just like that. And then these two, make sure they're in your basket to the side. And then over here. Isn't that adorable? Okay. Now, we're going to put this onto our card with dimensionals. So let's put a few here. Okay. Okay. That goes right on. Is it, let's see. There we go. Okay, I love it. And then our little strawberry goes just kind of hanging out here to the side. So we need a dimensional on the bottom and a little glue at the top. It's kind of just hanging out at the bottom of our basket here. And then we have a little flower. I'm going to put a little half dimensional on it and some glue. Put it right there. And then one more flower, and it's going right there. Put that on with the glue dot. Is that right? There. Is that not adorable? How cute is that? Okay. There's our fourth card. Okay, here are our 4 kit cards. That one, these two. Okay. Let me zoom out a little here. There's our 4 kit cards for the July Paper Pumpkin. It's Sweeter With You. And let me show you my other projects that I did with this kit. So first of all, I took the box and I put this little note card right over the front, left everything just the way it is, and just used this little note card. I stamped on the green and put a couple of strawberries and a hello friend. And this box is ready to go for a gift. It's just the cutest. I knew I was going to have to find something to do with this box. I could not just let it be, not just throw it out. It's too cute. So I put that little note card on there. It's blank on the inside, so I can just write a quick note, put a gift in there, some candy, I don't know, baked good cookies, something, and that's ready to go. So, and then I took the extra pieces. There was only 2 of these little strawberry baskets, my favorite thing in the whole kit, so I wanted to use it on my scrapbook page too. So I put the little basket and some strawberries, and then I used one of the cards and cut this piece out, and then just did this ragged edge and a strip of this paper across the middle and 2 spots for pictures. And life is sweeter with you, and this is ready to go. So is that not the cutest also? I feel like I've been saying cute an awful lot with this kit. How about berrylicious? No? Okay. So anyway, there's my scrapbook page. And then here's my alternate cards that I made with this kit. This one, Life is Sweeter With You. and just use part of the other part of this on my card front. And then my favorite scalloped contours die. And a couple little bee trinkets. Easy peasy and just so precious. Alright, and then I did this one, which was inspired by one of the artisan designers. Took the card front, matted it, added some strawberries, and then one of the die cuts with Life is Sweeter. I thought it turned out great. Okay, and then this one, Hello Friends. I think strawberries just go with black and white, and add this green. I just love how this one turned out. Just put the strawberries down the middle with the Hello Friend. And then this one, this might be my favorite. I used the stamp set and stamped a couple of the strawberries, and then a hello from another kit. And then this is the Glass and Gardens. Let me check, make sure that's right. Glass and Gardens embossing folder, the floral side. And I just cut out the edge on one side and layered it over some gray gingham paper. I love how that turned out. So that's it for the Sweeter With You kit. Thanks guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure and subscribe so you get the notifications for the videos every week. I hope you guys have a great week. See you next time.